Alrighty, so everybody and their mother has talked about this topic with varying degrees of experience. Some of it is the science of it, other times it is the bro science of it. I personally have been the type to have a healthy dose of both when it comes to my time to talk about my views on intermittent fasting. So I wanted it to be something different, something that has my own style. And yeah, I've been kind of working on that whole style thing, and I've done this video about 2 or 3 times, and all the other times I've pretty much trashed it. So I'm hoping that this time is a charm. This time is something that I will feel comfortable, presenting to the human public, something that, is me and my opinions of it and everything that I've learned. And yeah, so without further ado, this is Intermittent Fasting 101. Watch this. Alrighty, so what is intermittent fasting? Usually when I even bring up the topic, I can see people cringe at the very thought of the word fast. It's as if people have their own ideology around what it means, that somehow I don't eat for days at a time or something, which I assure you is not the case. Intermittent fasting is the idea that instead of eating your 5 small meals, you get all of those meals in a certain window. The reason why this is so useful is because in getting your meals in a set time frame, you introduce a host of different benefits to your body. One being that while you are in a fasted state, your insulin levels are lowered. High levels of insulin equals fat storing mode, while lower levels are considered to be fat burning mode. On top of that, while in a fat burning mode, your human growth hormone is increased. This is a hormone produced in men and women that helps with recovery of your muscle fibers as well as muscular development. So what does this mean? Well, you've heard of what happens when you lift weights. Basically, it is the pairing and repairing, the breaking down and the rebuilding of your muscle fibers. HGH, human growth hormone, is the catalyst for this process. On top of that, also by being in a state of lowered insulin, you are more likely to burn fat versus eating your meal 5 times a day, where your body always has a source of food coming in regularly, so it's less likely to turn to your fat. Now, will it make you lose weight on your own? That depends, that depends on the person and your style of fasting, which will be covered in 102. It puts you in a better position to lose weight and burn fat and muscle because the time you're in this fat burning state has increased. Is intermittent fasting better than calorie restrictions? Well, I wouldn't say that it is better, but intermittent fasting and calorie restrictions are in the same family. Calorie restriction is what I would employ if 5 small meals or any varying degree of this method is what you like to use with your daily nutrition and dieting regimen. You also do this with intermittent fasting, but in my experience, which is pretty much, every single day of the week, for the past year and a half, it is not so much something that I had to implement. It was something that just kind of happened naturally. And the reason because of this, it is hard to get in the same amount of calories in 6 to 8 hours as you would in 16. So it is almost like training wheels to a calorie restricting diet. Now, with that being said, are there any side effects to intermittent fasting? This will be discussed a little bit more in episode 103, but I will say it this way. The reason why I never wanted to make a video about intermittent fasting without making videos on nutrition first is because without a healthy knowledge of nutrition, you may not have the best time with it. Hunger will set in quickly due to your lack of food knowledge, and this will cause issues in keeping up this particular lifestyle choice. So nutrition is imperative. Now, you don't need some serious amount of holy levels of nutrition or any kind of knowledge that is beyond the levels of nutrition of us average people. It doesn't require that much, but you just need to know the basics of proper dieting and you're good. Now, is intermittent fasting right for you? Well, If regular dieting is wrong for you and any other method simply is not working out and you don't have diabetes, then I would say try it out. Some people have adverse effects, some don't, but it's more than likely to work for the people that will watch this channel, because usually the people who are looking for weight loss are usually endomorphs or mesomorphs or some combination of both. And generally those types are usually really good with this type of lifestyle choice. But please don't just hop in just yet, especially if you're coming from a place of higher weight. There is more to it than just that, things that I've learned that no one else can really talk about, because I have not really ran into somebody who has done it on this level. So definitely stay tuned. There will definitely be more episodes about this, but I kind of wanted to keep this brief so it doesn't drag on and I don't kind of put you to sleep on this. But there will be more episodes about intermittent fasting, especially on the topic of how do I lose weight while intermittent fasting while keeping my muscle. Will be probably one of the next topics that I will get to you guys about. And if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you really want it for them, go ahead and subscribe. I love you either way. Blog 1 to the left, blog 2 to the right. Blog 1 is my Tumblr, blog 2 is my site, and that is going to do it for this episode. Talk to the A, B to the O, U, T. Peace.